In the heart of Hillsbrad, there's a beast who's mauled forsaken, dodged dwarfs, and outlived the fall of Durnhold. But today, he meets you. Let's tame a legend. This is Big Samras, and I'm your host Rayman from Respawn Games. And this is another Rare Pet WoW video. Now be quiet, you definitely don't want to see him when he's awake and angry. Big Samras isn't just a rare, he's a story, a status symbol, and one angry bear. But taming him, it takes knowledge, patience, and maybe a little bit of luck. Big Samras is a massive grizzly bear that prowls the Hillsbrad Foothills, a region steeped in conflict between the Forsaken and the remnants of the Alliance. Once just a local legend among the trappers of South Shore, Big Samras has grown into a symbol of untamed wilderness and primal rage. The story goes that Samras was once a cub, rescued and raised by a Durnhold soldier, and after the fall of the internment camps and the chaos of the Second War, Samras fled into the wilderness, never to be tamed again. Local Forsaken scouts whisper the Big Samras has a taste for undead flesh, having mauled entire patrols near Azulode Mine. The trappers of South Shore and their descendants viewed him with a strange reverence, calling him the spirit of the wild foothills. And dwarven hunters from Ironforge have tried to capture him alive for years, but none have ever succeeded. Big Samras was originally added in vanilla WoW to create a sense of danger in an otherwise mundane questing area. Hillsbrad was notorious for PvP, so having a deadly rare spawn also added PvE tension as well. In terms of its spawn time, originally it had a long and unpredictable spawn timer, sometimes up to around 8 hours, to give that sort of old school camp and hope rare hunting feel. There's an AI quirk as well where Samras uses an early form of target prioritization, meaning that he often switches aggro based on distance and damage. So this kind of gave players the chance of a sense that he was smart and more dangerous than he actually was. And then he had a sort of revamping Cataclysm. So after the zone revamp, Big Samras remained, but his territory was shifted slightly westward, and a Forsaken scouting report was added nearby as an Easter egg, which I thought was really cool. Okay, so we start this video, guys, exactly where we left off in the previous video, where we look for Olmudal. So in Classic, there is a stable master in Southmoor, but unfortunately, in retail WoW, he's not there anymore. So at least I don't think he is. I didn't check. I just knew that this particular stable master was actually a lot closer. So I went, if you go to the Airy Peak in the hinterlands, you can actually get there a lot quicker. So I'm just showing you there. The first thing you're going to want to do, guys, is go to the stable master. Stable your pet if you don't have enough space. You've got 5 slots available to you. And then and then you can sort of just put them in the stable, and you can have quite a lot in there. I'm not sure of the exact number, but it's quite a lot. And then we're just gonna head towards it's a little bit north of Durnhold Keep, as you would expect. It's on one of the hills there, right under the trees. It's sleeping. So I'm just putting it up there on the map for visual reference for you guys. As you can see, the little pin there just north of Durnhold Keep. One thing I will say about Big Samras is the fact that it's got a lot of drops. Obviously, you know, it's got the bear flank and the usual, you know, junk that you can get, but there's a lot of green items, as you can see. I got this from Wowhead. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and obviously you can farm him and try and get different sets, but god, that's going to take you a long time to get a full set. You know, I mean, look at the drop rate of these things: 0.2%, 0.17, 0.13. it's not worth it in my opinion. But then there is one item that is worth it a bit further on. It's less than 0.04%, and you'll see it right at the bottom in the next bit. You can actually get a blue item, and it's not something I thought you could get from him, but having checked this, yeah, that's pretty cool. And I'll bring up the stats, for it as well, just so you guys can see what it looks like and see what, see if it's something that you might be interested in. There you go, see? Colours girdle. And you can sell it for quite a bit as well, it's 0.02% though, so likelihood is you aren't going to get it, but you never know. So we're just going to head there now. Just left the Airy Peak. And it's a really, really quick flyover, to be honest with you. Really doesn't take long to get there from the Airy Peak. So if you do have a flying mount, which I'm sure most of you have by now, just fly over and it should appear on this hill right by there. But it didn't just yet, so I was a bit worried. I thought, because I wasn't sure, my first opinion of it was maybe it's gone for a walk or a stroll, but apparently all it does is sleep. So when you actually find it, it'll be sleeping. So yeah, as you saw at the at the beginning of the video. So I thought I'll have a quick look around just in case, but I don't really have a lot of luck here. But this is one thing I would sort of suggest you all do though, because if you aren't sure whether it, if you don't see it there straight away, it is best to have a look around, because it can, a lot of these rare tames can wander off, walk around. They might have sort of set paths where they can walk. I was looking for some sort of cave because I wasn't sure whether it was sort of above or below originally. I kind of knew it spawned on top, but I wasn't 100% sure. So just have a look around first wherever you are and just double check that it's not wandering around. So funny enough, guys, I didn't even have to wait that long to find Big Samras in the end. I think I waited about 10 minutes and then it just appeared there in front of me. So I could take you straight into the sort of technique I use now when taming. By the way, it's absolutely massive when you tame it, isn't it? And look how small it shrinks to when you got it. It's absolutely pathetic now. But the technique I use for any... I suppose if you're low level, or if you're playing WoW Classic, for example, where it's around level 26 to 30, or 22 to 26, it's in the 20s anyway. If you are playing WoW Classic, the best thing for you to do would be to just do what I did there, shoot the frost trap, and then press Tame, and it gives you that little bit of time, that little bit of extra time, without it attacking you, and you can just tame it there and then. It doesn't take that long anymore. I mean, it might in WoW Classic. I haven't actually played WoW Classic that much. So what I wanted to do, guys, was give you a little bit of a close-up of Big Samras here, just so you can see what it looks like, as it's been tamed. It's obviously no different to what it looked like before it was tamed, but just wanted to show you what it looked like, how small it is. It's just quite comical, really. And I wanted to show you it in action a little bit as well. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot there for me to tame, so it was quite difficult. But there were a couple of things around. But yeah, so that's it, really, guys. That's basically what you're going to need to do to find Big Samras. And if you did like this video, guys, I'd really appreciate some feedback. Like a like and subscribe would be great, because I love making this stuff for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And remember, guys, find your prey and stay steady, my fellow hunters. I will see you guys in the next one.